ignorant, uneducated, unskilled, don't speak the language, and susceptible to anyone telling them what to do, and they go, okay, no problem, especially a member of government. It's a bad combination. The guy that I'd like to change all this is Danny Tarkanian. He's a Republican candidate for U.S. Senate running against incumbent Dean Heller, who I think is one of the worst Republicans in the United States of America. Maybe not the worst, but one of the worst. And is a guy who helped to derail the repeal of Obamacare, Dean Heller did. And so this is just a guy that's been bad to Donald Trump, bad-mouthed Donald Trump, sat in his hands when Donald Trump ran for president, never lifted a finger to help him, would have been just as happy or happier with Hillary Clinton as president. And I just think it's time to get rid of Dean Heller, and there's only one candidate opposing him, thank goodness, and it's Danny Tarkanian. Flake's now gone. I think Heller will be gone soon too. He won't resign, most probably. He'll have to be beaten, but I think that Danny's the guy to do it. Hey, Danny, how are you?
Good, Wayne. Thanks for having me on.
So you were busy really putting the pressure on Dean Heller in the last 24 hours and slamming Mitch McConnell. Tell everybody what you're up to.
Well, I mean, I didn't really slam Mitch McConnell. I just said I won't support him because he had a press conference with Donald Trump about a week and a half ago and said he was going to support any candidate, he was going to support the incumbents in the Senate races because they had the best chance of winning, and irrespective if they supported Donald Trump, his America First agenda, or, for example, in Dean Heller's case, repeatedly lied to his constituents and voted against the America First agenda, he was going to support them because it would allow him to remain as a majority leader in the state Senate. And I just think that is exactly why people dislike politicians so much. They don't do what's right for our country, what's right for the state they represent. They do what's right to keep them in power, and that's wrong. So I came out and said I would not support Mitch McConnell if he ran for majority leader again when I get elected. And I asked Dean Heller his position, and he refused to take one. But he sent out and I don't know if you're aware of this today, he sent out a tweet, I shouldn't say he did, Mitch McConnell's super PAC sent out a tweet that said that Steve Bannon, it quoted Steve Bannon's wife as saying he was anti-Semitic and asked if I would still support Steve Bannon. And I said, look, this is a shame that the super PAC is going after Bannon with lies that originated from Hillary Clinton's campaign. And I certainly support Steve Bannon. And anyways, it made a big story on Breitbart today. In fact, we're the top story on Breitbart.
Very good. And Breitbart's a super popular site. I mean, just huge. And, of course, it's basically Steve Bannon's site for all intents and purposes. Have you been actually officially endorsed by Steve Bannon for the U.S. Senate seat?
Well, he told me personally he's going to support me 100%. He hasn't come out publicly and made that confirmation.
Well, but obviously if he told you he's doing it, he'll be doing it. And obviously I know Steve Bannon, and I know him pretty well, and he's obviously not a fan of Dean Heller. So I think it's a fait accompli. He will be supporting Danny Tarkanian publicly for United States Senate. I only hope so. I'm not sure who else he could support. There's no other choice. It can't be Dean Heller.
No,
we just can't bring Dean back.
He's going to support me. The question is how strongly, and also the question is going to be, what are the resources he has? He's going to get involved in several races around the country, and he'll have more limited resources than Mitch McConnell will have. But you don't need the same amount of money to beat candidates that Mitch McConnell supports, because they're the ones that the people, the citizens in our country don't want anymore. They're the establishment. They're the swamp. They're the ones that have lied to their people over and over again. We just have to have enough money to send out the message to the people that don't follow politics on a daily basis to let them know exactly what kind of people they are.
Well, Mitch McConnell is certainly not my favorite, and Dean Heller, everyone knows who's read my RJ column, is not my favorite. And I just think we got to rid the Senate. I mean, look, Donald Trump is just an amazing guy. He just has this amazing ability to get under people's skin and to twist the knife in their gut till they just start screaming like madmen and madwomen. And he's wrecking the NFL. He's wrecking Hollywood. He's wrecking the Republican establishment like Jeff Flake and like Dean Heller. He's winning against everyone. He's wrecking the liberals. He's just an amazing guy. And I just think it's very clear that D.C. is a swamp. We see that now clearer than ever. They all seem to be arrayed. They all hate Donald Trump, including ex-President George W. Bush, Mitt Romney. These are all people you never would have imagined would badmouth your own candidate. Jeff Flake had an op-ed today in the Washington Post. Did you happen to see it, Danny?
No, I have not.
Just a ripping Trump, just an op-ed on the way out the door, just ripping Trump to shreds. He just won't let it go. And I don't understand why they keep doing that, because it's their party's candidate, and so it just makes no sense to me that you're so anti-Trump, but you were never this anti-Obama. Very strange, right?
Or anti-Clinton when he was impeached. How many of them Democrats supported President Clinton after he was caught lying about his affair with
Monica Lewinsky.
A young lady that wasn't even 21 yet, who was an intern. I mean, you talk about sexual harassment. There's the biggest one. Now, look, I'm not into tear down and destroy people's character and lives, but if you're going to call out Donald Trump for tweets that he made that you don't like, how could you not call out Bill Clinton for what he did, or President Obama for doing everything he could to destroy the great country that we have and what's made us such a great country?
Yeah, I mean, that's my big bugaboo, is just that I think Obama was the worst president in American history if you're a Republican, if you're a patriot, if you're a capitalist, if you love making money, if you own your own business, if you own your own home, if you're a gun owner. He was the worst president in America's history. It just doesn't get any worse in my lifetime. And the economy, even though the media lied and covered up about it, proved it. Do you know, Danny, it was 8 years in a row of under 3% GDP, the only time that's happened in the history of America since the day we were founded in 1776. Eight straight years of under 3% GDP, and nobody wants to talk about it. And these guys said nothing. They didn't say anything about him destroying the country, and now they want to speak up, including George W. Bush wants to speak up against Donald Trump. I just don't get it.
And remember when President George W. Bush said he would not speak ill of Obama because of the unwritten rule that former presidents don't talk badly about the current president? Boy, that changed with Donald Trump, didn't it?
I guess it was just about the fact that the Bush family is so bitter that he destroyed Jeb Bush. Not just destroyed him, but embarrassed him. But, Jeb tried to embarrass him back, and I don't know why you're in trouble, because you answer back. That's... New Yorkers always get in trouble, Danny. I'm just like Trump. I'm the nicest guy in the world until you hit me with artillery. Then I answer back with a nuclear weapon. I have every right to. That's what Trump does. He doesn't say anything about you until you say something about him. Then he takes your head off. Then it's a nuclear attack. It's not a minor attack. He will never stop destroying you. And they don't get that personality. I'm the same personality. As long as you and I are on good terms, everything's great. I love you. I'm the nicest guy in the world. I only attack I only attack back in self-defense if I'm being attacked by someone else. So just don't attack Trump and you'll be fine. That's what I would say to these guys. Why is Corker and them and Flake attacking Trump? Why is McCain attacking Trump?
Yeah, I was on this liberal station the other day, and they were just ripping me for supporting Trump. And I said, look, the left-leaning media ripped. Remember what they said about McCain, what they said about Romney, what they said about every candidate that was taking the lead in those presidential races, Herman Cain and all of them. They were destroying their character, and those guys never fought back. Trump fought back with a vengeance and won. Maybe that's what America wants. They want a fighter. Somebody's going to fight back when they're attacked.
Well, I don't know if it's what America wants. It's what all Republicans want, So we're sick of being kicked around. We're sick of being kicked around, and we wanted someone who answers back. I don't think there's any question about that. So, Danny, that's my lecture of the day for my next United States Senator, too. Don't let anybody attack you without answering back strongly. Never let them get away with that. Just rip them back. Because you're a little nicer than me. I was raised on the streets of New York, and I just know how to be vicious when I need to be. And you've just got to toughen up, man. I want you more vicious. I want you in great shape. I got to get you in a boxing ring and toughen you up. You got to be vicious back to both liberals and establishment Republicans. And I think if you do that, you will be the next United States Senator. You will defeat Heller, and you will be a giant killer, my friend.
Well, I will guarantee you that. We're not going to stand by and allow them to attack me. We're going to come after Heller first and then Rosen with a vengeance. We are not going to be attacked and not respond.
Good man. All right. Danny Tarkanian, thanks for coming on today. Where can people go donate? What's the website to donate?
Tark, TARKNV.com. TarkNV.com.
We got it. TarkNV.com. My great friend, Danny Tarkanian. Thanks, Danny.
Wayne.
We were out to dinner last night. He's a great guy. Shared a wonderful meal with him. And these are good people. The Tarkanians are good people, starting with his dad. What a great guy his dad was. What a great guy. I shed a tear on the day he died. What a great guy. All right, we will be right back. It is almost time for Newsmax TV. When I get back, we'll grab a few calls. So call in 844-WAR-NOW-1. We'll take some calls. 844-WAR-NOW-1.